So the first step is you got to get the old shark bite hose off of there. And as you can see, this thing's all corroded. And it's not easy. I mean, because you got to remember, this thing's been on there for a number of years. So you can see I got my channel locks on there. I probably need a pipe wrench. But I got to go righty, tighty, lefty, loosey. So I got to pull it towards me. And it ain't budging. I mean, I'm putting some muscle into it. And it's just not coming off. So when you're working with old stuff, it's a lot harder than working with brand new stuff. But if you're determined enough, you should be able to get it off and finally crack it and pop it.
Yeah, it's coming. I can even see a little water squirting out of it, so I think this was a good thing that we arrested. You hear it? This is going to be the hardest one, too.
So in lies the problem with working with something that's been there for a number of years. It's not so easy. You can't just go in and pull it out.
All right, that's off. And that may need some steel woolen. Yeesh.
So to get the shark bite end off of it, you got to put this orange tool on there. It's 3/4 inch, and then you got to pound it off. And if you watch any of the videos on YouTube, this thing just comes right off. Well, guess what? After it's been on there for a couple of years, it ain't that easy. You really have to work this thing. And as you can see, we did some pounding.
Okay. Bam, got it. We did it.
All right, so after a great deal of effort, we finally got it off. So we remove our little orange tool. And you can see that pipe was needs some cleaning. So we've got to get that, look at that. We got to get that emery sandpaper and get on that and scrub it as best as we possibly can and get that thing nice and shiny.
Feels pretty good on there. Where's that deburr? That is what, a 3/4?
So you use this orange tool to take any burrs off the end of the pipe by putting it on there and twisting it. And also what you do is you take a felt pen and you mark the distance that you need to push your shark bite down on that pipe. And it's about, I would say, about over a ½ an inch, maybe a little bit more that it has to go on. So you need to do that. And you got to check and make sure it's nice and smooth. You got to get all that solder off of there. And then it'll be ready for you to slip your shark bite on there and then screw your other end to the hot water heater snub.
Cloth, wet cloth. Wet cloth. Yeah.
So you want to use that emery paper, really it's basically sandpaper, to get the copper to look like it's shiny like a penny. And then you use your deburr, and you also use your deburr to measure the length that you need to push that shark bite onto that pipe.
All right, go ahead. Get her on there. Get her on there. Okay, that's about it. Think it's good?
So before you put the female end of the shark bite hose on, you need to wrap this up with some plumber's tape so that you get a good seal on it. You can see we had to prep this and clean it. It was kind of a mess, but I think it's still going to work. So we're going to try, and if not, then I got to buy a whole new hot water heater. All right, so anyway, we put the female end onto the male end once we got the tape on, and you're going to twist it towards you or clockwise and hand tighten it. Once you get it hand tightened, then what we're going to do is we're going to put the channel locks on it. So once you snugged it up with your hands, you got to get your channel locks on there, and you're going to go ahead and keep on turning it, and of course you're turning it clockwise like I'm doing right there. You want to go until you get it nice and snug. And you don't want to over tighten it, but you don't want to under tighten it or you have a leak. And bam, there you go. We got the hot water one on there. Done. Now we got to replace this one. All right, if you like this video, subscribe to my channel and check out my other awesome videos where I do stuff.